For the visit at guard.
And a happy third. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Their backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. And for San Antonio, Zohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. And it's Paul in at the point. Count it. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Young misses. Paul with it, and it's Young picking him up. And Paul gets it to go.
Yeah, and despite his relative lack of size, CP very crafty finishing inside.
Johnson with a bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Paul. Here's Wembanyama. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night. The free throw no good for Wembanyama. Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Now here's Paul. Down low. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Young, the pass to Johnson. Back to Young. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Paul with a steal. Back come the Spurs in transition. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Outside Young. And he drives in. The kick to Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Barnes. Hunter can't get it to go.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Paul shot is off. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Bogdanovich finds Hunter. Now here's Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots over Vassell. And it's Bogdanovich that time on the assist by Capella.
And Bogdanovich is known for his offense, specifically his ability to make defenses pay with his incredible jumper.
Paul into the lane. Rebounded by Johnson. Hawks trail by 3. For close to a decade now, Stan, Clint Capella has been a double-double machine.
Well, Brian, I think the key to Capella is he knows who he is. He's a great rebounder, rim runner, and shot blocker, and then he doesn't force things offensively and that's why he's had one of the highest shooting percentages in NBA history.
Personal foul.
KYG, know your game.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Now here's Young. Capella, screen on Paul. Here's Young. He takes it in. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. There's Young with the three. The rebound by the Spurs.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. To the wing, right side. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Paul's got 7. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
35 seconds left in the opening quarter. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. A 12-point game.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get it back. Capella hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
Poked loose. Stolen by Capella. In transition. Here's Young. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And here's Paul. On the wing, Vassell. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Filling out the wings is Bogdanovich and Hunter. And it's Young in at the 1. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Young with the 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
How's that for revenge? You know Young is looking to come right back with a triple of his own.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Young with it, now guarded by Sohan. Here's Johnson. Outside Bogdanovich. Capella, screen on Vassell, inside. Stolen by Wembanyama. It's a one-on-one situation. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist from Wembanyama. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, the crafty nature of Paul. Just finding ways to capitalize when the break is on.
Up top, Capella. Right side, Hunter. Young from long range. Young with the signature tray.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And he gets it to go. Paul's got 13 now.
Yeah, everything is running through CP3 tonight. The team goes the way he goes.
Knocks it loose. Back come the Spurs in transition. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Man, that one's good. Paul.
On the drive, Paul is just so dynamic. Defenses can't find a way to stop him.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
Young looking over the floor. Pass to Johnson. The three. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Sohan into the lane. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
So assertive on the tape. Sohan is relentless when he sees a lane open up.
Outside Young. Will it go? It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Spurs lead by 17. Pass to Barnes. From deep. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Capella, screen on Paul. Young, the pass to Capella. Back to Young. Pulls it. And Atlanta misses again.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
San Antonio's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Bogdanovich from long range. Rebound by San Antonio. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Wembanyama, screen on Young. Paul with it from deep. Wembanyama. The shot, no good. Gets it off. And so the San Antonio Spurs, a huge 24-point lead for them. They've done well. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
They've got Trey Jones. Johnson is out there with Zach Collins. And it's Wesley in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
And Risache, the bucket, on the assist by Nance. Risache's gotten his first points in this one. It's stolen. Daniels passes to Nance. Nails it from 3.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Outside Jones. Pass to Wesley. Back to Jones. Here's Wesley. Shot clock at 6. And he goes in for the dunk.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Pass to Champagny. Uncovered. The shot won't fall.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Outside Johnson. It's stolen by Nance. On the wing, Daniels. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Daniels. Takes it inside. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Jones. The kick out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wesley. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 16. Here's Daniels. 5 points in the game. Okongwu with the bucket. Okongwu's gotten his second bucket on the night.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And he lobs it up.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Pass to Risache. Back to Nance. Here's Daniels. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. Soft touch off the glass. Okongwu's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Jones. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Spurs lead by 16.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Pass to Daniels. There's the 3. Collins with the rebound. Spurs lead by 16. Now here's Jones. From deep, Johnson. That one doesn't drop. Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Matthews passes to Nance. The 3 is up. That's tipped. And they recover it. Pass to Rizashea. Okongwu against Collins. 5 on the clock. Back to Okongwu. Collins with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And the first one at the line is good. It's both from the stripe. Outside Young. And it's off from 3-point range. With 2 seconds left. Paul. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And so the San Antonio Spurs, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. 4th quarter on the floor for the Hawks. Filling out the wings is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Young in at the point. Young against Paul. Puts up a deep 3. Young misses.
Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Stolen by Capella. Outside Young. From downtown, hits the trifecta.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Outside Paul. Let's go with a 3. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Young, the pass to Capella. Back to Young. Clock at 6. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Vassell finds Paul. Over to the left wing from deep. Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 8 assists here tonight. Outside Bogdanovich. Wing shot on the way. And it's good. 2 points.
You got to respect Bogey's offensive game. He can get productive in just about any situation.
Sohan outside. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Now Young with a steal. Bogdanovich on the wing. Outside Johnson. Young from long range. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night. Takes a 3. And Atlanta misses again.
Trying to end this thing with some big 3s, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
And Paul gets it to go.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Young with a screen on Vassell. Bogdanovich passes to Young. And it's Young again missing. for San Antonio, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. The 3 from Wembanyama, rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And the Hawks shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. There's Young with the 3. The rebound by the Spurs.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. This one for 3. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down. Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
From outside the arc. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got
Teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine and Williams up in the forward position. Josh Giddey is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Paul, following the miss by Lonzo Ball.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Now Levine. To the inside. Here's Smith. That's good. It's Levine with the assist.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside.
Oh, my goodness. Man. Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Paul against Ball. Kick out to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
Richard for the Bulls, just one playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectful, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
Now, here is Smith following the shot by Chris Paul.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Paul, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
An excellent mid-range shooter. Once Paul gets any kind of airspace, he's taking that shot.
Paul with a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. Ball looking over the floor. Stolen by Ball. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Smith. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Smith's got 6.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Paul. And he makes that one.
It's his agility that helps Paul beat interior defense, especially when it's tight like this.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance and saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
First team foul. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Such an important part of this team. Vassell, a great athlete who can guard multiple positions on the court. That's so valuable.
Levine against Barnes. And Levine throws it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And, Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. When he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. Wembanyama down low. Working on Smith. He gets that one.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Giddey against Vassell. On the wing, Levine. 7 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Never afraid of getting physical with the defense. Levine welcomes any chance he can to get to that line.
Both good from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Ball against Paul. And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Paul.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Levine, and the cheer by Levine.
Hope you got some popcorn. When Levine gets up for a slam, Zach knows how to put on a show.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Here's Sohan. Good on the three-point shot. Sohan's got 5 minutes.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He comes away with 11 points in the... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Bulls?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Lonzo Ball out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Smith in its center.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Ball against Paul. Smith kicks to Williams. Giddey with it. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Back to Paul. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Rebound by Smith.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
In the corner, it's Levine. Pass to Giddey. Smith with it. Defended by Wembanyama. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Wembanyama, a screen on Levine. Wembanyama up top. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Wembanyama's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Giddey against Vassell. Pass to Levine. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half the season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, DA. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Outside, Williams. Back to Giddey. On the wing, Williams. Covered by Vassell. Smith. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Smith's got 8.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Ball outside. Here's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Outside, Levine. And there's the drive. And the jam by Levine.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Wembanyama, a screen on Ball. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Chris Paul.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Out to Smith. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Count that bucket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Back to Ball. Here's Vassell. Bangs home the trifecta. Vassell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it up.
Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Paul.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We've got Johnson. Zach Collins is out there with Trey Jones. And it's Wesley in at the 2 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And it's Vucevic missing. San Antonio's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a 3-point shot tonight. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
White against Jones. White, good. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Champagny passes to Johnson for the lead. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Pass to Buzelis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Here's White, and White with the stuff.
And right there, you see the quickness of White. In a blur, he picks the ball up and turns it into points.
Pass to Wesley. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Dosunmu. The Spurs have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
White looking around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
On the inbound, dismissed. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Outside, White. Craig sets the screen for White. 4 on the shot clock. And the shot goes in. White's got 6 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Johnson outside. There's the 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Craig. Can't cash in from close range. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes.
Pass to Buzelis. The second chance effort, and the layup is good. Buzelis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
And you'd like to see Buzelis use that size inside rather than just settle for the jump shot.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that can be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Spurs have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Champagny. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Champagny's got his first 3 points of the game. Jones against White. Pass to Dosunmu. Craig with a screen on Wesley. And here is Craig. Collins grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Not that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Jones.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's White. And he makes good on the layup. White's got 8 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Wesley. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Bulls on top. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Chicago right now, Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Josh Giddey is out there with ball, and it's Smith in at the 5 spot. That's good. It's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Wembanyama, a screen on Giddey. And they'll get another chance. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Ball against Ball. Ball, the pass to Levine for 3. And Ball is good for 3. And the Bulls lead by 7.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. Who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Sohan. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Ball. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Ferocious move there by Ball, finding his finish while also taking the foul.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Sinks the triple.
No question, Paul is playing with real heart on offense. He is not afraid to carry the load.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. It's a 5-point game. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's foul number 2 for him. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Paul kicks to Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen on Giddey. Vassell, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Look, you want to talk about taking flight. Right there, Vassell, that's what he did.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Giddey finds Levine. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. Ball against Wembanyama. Goes back up. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 2 on the clock. Levine for 3. And again, Chicago. No good. Spurs trail by 3. Vassell outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
For three, Levine. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Spurs mixing it around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Bulls shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Trying to end the drought, and Giddey gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Pass to Smith. Smith sets the pick for Williams. Back to Smith. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Paul passes to Vassell. Back to Paul. Shoots the three. It's money from deep.
I think you could sense it, that trip up the floor. Paul was looking for his own shot, and he got it.
Levine deciding where to go with it. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Smith kicks the ball. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Getting it done when their backs are against the wall. What a gritty play there from Ball.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Ball outside. Drives to the hoop. Count it!
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a three off the inbound play and go for 50.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Onside, Richard Jeff.
who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And the starting group for Chicago. Levine and Williams are the two forwards. Josh Giddey out there with ball. And it's Smith in at the 5 spot.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
That's good from Giddey on the assist by Ball.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
Young against Ball for 3. Good D by Ball.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Outside Levine. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Young with it, guarded by Smith. Ball against Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
And there's some agility as Trae Young maneuvers to the shot he wants.
Here's Ball. Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself. Pretty smooth screen and roll there. Got to be up on Bogdanovich.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. Zach Levine's name came up, and I asked how he plans to deal with him. And Coach said, quote, "What's scary about Levine is how many ways that he can score. So there's no easy answer except for high-effort defense, and that's exactly what we're going to do." The defense is trying to outwork Levine tonight. We'll see how that goes. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB. Sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And Atlanta with possession here. The Bulls making their last shot. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Ball right side. Nails the baby hook.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 1. And the layup falls. Young's got 8 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Ball. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Always been impressed with Lonzo Ball getting up to speed in just a couple of long strides, and that helps him get through contact.
Here's Young. From down in the low post, it goes. 10 points for him. The Bulls have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era. What makes Young really tough to corral is he has that great spatial awareness out there.
And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his teams always finish in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
Here's Young. Chicago making their last shot. Count that bucket.
And you can see why this team depends on Young for a big chunk of their offensive production. This guy is a pure scorer.
Now here's Ball. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
The kick out to Johnson. Back to Young. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Both teams are hot. Woo. This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Levine finds Williams. And Williams punches it home.
You got to keep that head up. And Levine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Outside Johnson. And there's the drive. Some solid defense from Williams.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Levine way outside. Okongwu with the rebound. Young looking for an opening. It'll count. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Josh Giddey. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Levine and Williams are the two forwards. Ball is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Smith in at the center position. From deep, Giddey, and the three-pointer goes. Giddey's got 15 points.
The growing confidence of Josh Giddey, a thing of beauty, just taking a quick shot.
Young, the pass to Johnson. Johnson a screen on Smith. Here's Okongwu. They get the rebound.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Here's Levine. And Levine, throw it down.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. Young inside, pounded by Ball. And Young, the bucket on the assist from Okongwu.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Ball with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Here's Williams. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Hawks trail by 6. Left side, Young. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, that sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Sometimes Lonzo's got to put the defense on their heels and start attacking with some aggression. And that play, he did so.
And so he makes both from the line. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Young with it. He's picked up by Levine. Young can't hit.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
Smith outside. Pass to Ball. 5 to shoot. Outside for Levine. Over Hunter. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
He's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And Young gets it to go.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the score by Atlanta. And Ball gets it to go.
And that tricky ball handling right there gets Ball open. Defender couldn't stop it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Stray is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment, Brian.
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Now here's Williams. And the layup is good. Williams has gotten his third basket of the night.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Young. There's the drive. Good work there as it goes.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
Here's Ball. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Here's Young. Driving in. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Young against Ball. Fearless from Young inside.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
Ball looks over the floor. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Filling it up. Lonzo Ball, more than a passer.
Here's Young. And yep, it's good. Young's got 32 points in the game.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Giddey passes to Levine. Oh, Zach Levine. Big time dunk.
And what a dunk by Levine, looking to punish the defense.
And Young, here we go. And it's blocked. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Outside Levine. 4-3. Doesn't go that time. Lonzo Ball. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Chicago Bulls. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We got Rizachet. Larry Nance is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Matthews in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Greg.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Here's White following the score by Atlanta. Sumu outside. Pass to Buzelis. White with it. The 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
Here's Daniels. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Chicago leading by 8. Outside Craig. Sumu outside. Outside White. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Hawks shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. Daniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Tons of first step quickness from Daniels.
Outside White. Yep, that one goes. White's got 8.
Now their plan working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's Daniels. He's guarded by White. Daniels misses.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
And he makes it.
Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
Here's Daniels. Count the basket. 6 points for him. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. White looking it over. Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's good from White. White hits them both. Hawks trail by 10. To the right side. Capella, the pass to Nance. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Takes the three. Chicago with a rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside White. Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to White.
2 minutes remaining
to the paint. Shot clock at 6.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
The Hawks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Risacher. Nance outside. On target from range. Nance has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Right side White. Outside Craig. Inside. Pass to Buzelis. Capella with a rebound. And so Capella will bring it up for Atlanta. 9-point game. Here's Nance. An easy 2 on the layup. Nance has got 5.
Used to getting pushed around a little bit. Larry Nance Jr. does a nice job of finding enough room to score.
Dosunmu goes in. And the shot's good. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Daniels passes to Capella. Pass to Risacher. Back to Capella. And he banks in the layup.
I like it when Capella looks to score like this, especially when he's got that kind of positioning.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's White. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. That's good from White. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hawks trail by 9. Okongwu, a screen on White. Pass to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. That's good from Okongwu. On the assist by Young. Okongwu's got his first basket of the night. White, the pass to Vucevic. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
Out of bounds. Atlanta ball. Substitution on the court.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter here. Young way outside. And so it's Chicago closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Levine and Williams are the 2 forwards. Josh Giddey out there with ball. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. Ball finds Levine. Count it. Good.
He had to get it away, and he did. Levine with the quick release.
Pass to Okongwu. Over Smith. And again, it's Atlanta.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Young against ball. He shoots. Shakes him. And he lays it up and in.
Well, again, big guards, that helps out. and Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
Young against Ball. Pass to Hunter. Here's Young. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Giddey. The kick out to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now a 9-point Bulls lead. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Here's Young. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
And that one's good. Giddey.
And Giddey, one of those guys who really can stuff the stat sheet.
Outside Young, and Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Shot from the inbound. And there's Young. That's good. On the assist by Hunter. Young's got 41. Ball outside. Fires the 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 6. Left side Young. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Patrick Williams.
And Trae Young in this game is playing completely in control and taking advantage of defenders being overly aggressive.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Bogdanovich against Giddey. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And Giddey thinks he's out there playing Australian rules football with that kind of play.
And the free throw, no good. For Atlanta, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the 4th. Young can't hit.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, defense did not see that coming as Giddey goes for the jam.
There's Young with the 3. Ooh, that's what he does. Trae Young knocking down a 3.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Up top, Giddey, defended by Bogdanovich. Outside, Williams. Giddey against Bogdanovich. And the layup is good off the glass. Giddey's got 23 points.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
Bogdanovich down low. Giddey defends. Chalk up 2 there.
Now Bogdanovich gutsy with that one.
Bulls leading by 5. Ball with it. Now Bogdanovich defending. Giddey against Young. The kick out to Ball. Back to Giddey. Pass to Levine. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's ball off the drive. Rejected by a Kongwu.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Back to Young. Okongwu, a screen on ball. Here's Young. Another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. This is the shot. So it's the Bulls taking the W in a close one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough.
And looking at tonight's contest, Coach, why are both teams so good rebounding?
Well, I'd like to say it's great coaching, Kevin. You know, I can always give those guys credit. But in reality, both teams do have a philosophy to go after the ball, and both these teams have tough, active people who are committed to getting as many extra possessions as they possibly can.
And you can't win in this league unless you can rebound, right?
Well, especially on the defensive end, Kevin, you've got to be able to keep the other team off the glass. At the offensive end, it sort of varies from team to team.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. And it's Paul in at point guard. And stolen by Vassell. And it's Paul penetrating. That one goes in.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
And stolen by Vassell. And stolen by Okongwu. Young with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. Johnson can't get it to go. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Part of the reason Paul's an elite point guard is that jump shot. He'll hurt you with his passing or his shooting.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Vassell. After the basket by Bogdan Bogdanovic. Hung outside. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. And stolen by Wembanyama. He's got a clear path. Here's Sohan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Trae Young. Paul finds Wembanyama, nailed from three-point land.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college, he's been overseas as a head coach, he's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of him.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Hunter with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 15-6 run. Ball passes to Wembanyama. Rebound by Johnson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Young against Vassell. Young's shot is off. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. 7-point differential. Wembanyama, a screen on Bogdanovic. Shot clock at 6. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach? Jeremy Sohan. He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Spurs leading by 8. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sohan, the pass to Paul. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Young outside. Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Vassell. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about...
And so it's San Antonio with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Outside, the wings are Bogdanovic and Hunter. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. And the basket by Vassell.
And just attacking the paint. Vassell knows better than to hold back.
Ball against Young. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And Young kicks to Okongwu. Johnson dishes to Young. Johnson with a screen on Paul. 5 to shoot. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Young.
Smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. A 3 from Bogdanovic. They get it again. Spurs leading by 7. It's Vassell on the wing. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got 3 assists in the game. Young with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. Fires the 3. Young's shot is off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Young. 11 points in the game. Shakes him. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Oh, good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The Hawks trail by 10. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a 3-point shot.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. From deep 3-point land. And Bogdanovich kicks to Okongwu. 5 on the clock. Here's Young. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now just a 5-point Spurs lead. It's Vassell on the wing. Defended by Young. And the basket by Vassell.
Now, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
San Antonio making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Fast break, the Hawks. There's Bogdanovich. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Young. Okongwu with the screen for Young. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the basket is good. Jones has got his first bucket of the night.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Young looking around. And it's in there. Young's got 17 now.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Vassell drives in. Lays it up off the glass.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And that does it for the first half of play. Spurs lead by 7. It's time. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the 2nd half. They've got Jones. Zach Collins is out there with Johnson. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Daniel. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender. But the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
With the drive, and the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the 2nd half. Wesley with the ball. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's the drive, and it goes down 2 points. Collins has got his first 2 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And that one's good. Daniel.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Wesley against Matthews. Right side, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And here's Matthews from the arc. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. He can't get that one to fall. Spurs leading by 8. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Kicks it out to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Driving inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around. Multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Pass to Champagnie. Now here's Johnson. Fires for 3. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Here we go, 1-on-1. Hunter finds Young. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times in the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Well, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
The Hawks have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Team seconds.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
Tyson Daniels checked in for Atlanta. San Antonio also making some changes. Zach Collins comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And Jones subbed in for Chris Paul. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Jones. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. Nails the buzzer beater.
And a big-time three to cut it to single digits. They've kept...
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Outside, the wings are Bogdanovich and Hunter. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. And it's Daniels in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Not as good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ball against Bogdanovich. Now Paul. And stolen by Bogdanovich.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 to shoot. Johnson the screen. Daniels. It's rebounded by Paul.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
To the paint. And the dunk by Sohan.
And that's a routine play for Paul. He's not going to miss the open man.
The Hawks trail by 5. And here's Daniels. Nifty move. It's good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Daniels, no good on the free throw. San Antonio leading by 3. Wembanyama with it. Okongwu covering. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Daniels kicks to Okongwu. Back to Daniels. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Here's the screen. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Cans it from downtown. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Well, they expect this from him. And he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
10 seconds. Team seconds.
Now here's Paul. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Wembanyama, no good. The Hawks trail by 9. Johnson outside. Here's Bogdanovich. Vassell grabs the board.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You've got to make note.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in. Vassell, a screen on Bogdanovich. And the basket by Vassell. Dan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Here's Young. Sinks that one from the post. Young's got 22.
And this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score, from defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Bogdanovich against Paul. And Wembanyama outside. The 3. Hunter grabs the miss. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 14.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Spurs.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
San Antonio again missing. Stolen. Here's Zohan. Poke loose. Okongwu against Paul. And a deep 3 from Young. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So now for Greg Anthony.
go.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Paul in at the point.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
That free throw good from Levine.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like Levine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Paul. And the shot falls short that time. Levine finds Williams. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Outside Paul. And it's in there.
Defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Williams passes to Ball. It's Giddey on the wing. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, BA.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Levine fighting for it inside, staying aggressive.
Tipped. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Ball outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Levine against Barnes. Levine can't hit.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Picked up by Sohan. Here's Vassell. And that misses. That would have put him up. Chicago leading. Ball left side. Outside, Williams. Ball into the lane. And Ball throws it down.
That kind of aggressiveness, that's what you want to see more from Ball.
Fires from deep. Vassell can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 4. And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Levine finds Williams. Puts the move on. Smith in the high post. The 3 from Ball. They grab their own miss. Goes up again. They double him with Wembanyama. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. A minute 9 left to play in the first quarter. Stolen by Ball. And And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's Levine, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
The belief of Levine, willing to do that in a game, man.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
54 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Sohan. San Antonio again can't hit. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
Giddey against Vassell to win the run. Good on the bucket.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside Levine. Pass to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Vassell, he's open. He knocks it down. Wait a minute.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
And so it's... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Chris Paul out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Down low. Smith against Wembanyama. Shot by Levine, no good. Spurs trail by 6. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Now here's Vassell. Giddey defends. Outside for Wembanyama. 3-pointer. Sohan outside. Back to Vassell. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Ball surveys the floor. To the left wing. For 3, Smith fires in the triple. Smith's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Vassell against Giddey. Vassell's shot is good.
The more Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
Bulls leading by 7. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Williams with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. For 3, Smith gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Wembanyama, screen on Giddey. Vassell can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together, and the future looks bright.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. On the wing, Levine. He's guarded by Barnes. Levine springs free for the flush.
He's just a ridiculous athlete. Like, for me, I enjoy watching Zach LaVine use that athleticism to the fullest.
Here's a three from Paul. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Giddey into the lane. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far. There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
The three from Ball. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 11. Vassell with it. Guarded now by Williams. Vassell's shot is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Levine. A minute 15 left in the second quarter. From the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Devin Vassell. Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Ball. He's perfect from the line this time. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7 foot 4 inches, skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Wembanyama screen. Here's a 3 from Paul. And it's Chicago with a board. Smith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Ball. Sohan with a rebound.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Nikola Vucevic is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Kobe White. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. For 3, Collins. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Outside Craig. Lets it go from deep. And the Bulls get it back. Here's Vucevic. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Here's Jones. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got one or two, your interior play better be strong.
Here's Wesley going inside, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
That was sweet. Spurs trail by 6. Jones finds Collins. Here's Champagny. Vucevic with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Buzelis. Outside Craig. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long J. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And I'll tell you what, for his size, just about 7 feet, Buzelis is a pretty good passer.
And here's Collins for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Wesley. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. DeSumo on the wing. Pass to Buzelis. And he comes up with a bucket. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis. Not shying away from some physicality inside.
Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Bulls leading by 11. Here's Buzelis. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, the skill set the rookie Buzelis has is really impressive. A tall, slender forward who is very crafty and versatile to be so young.
That one misses. You know, after playing as a starter most of his career, Keldon Johnson showed he can act as a 6th man if needed, Richard.
Not every player can make that switch mentally. Johnson brings the same energy as a starter as he does to the second unit. It's a great attitude on that young man.
Here's White. And a nice finish on the layup.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Vucevic's shot is off. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. A 12-point game. Pass to Wesley. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
San Antonio shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And here are the Bulls now. There's a minute 12 left in the 3rd quarter. White, stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. All alone. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago leading by 9. Here we go. Pass to Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vucevic. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Collins finds Johnson. Back to Collins. Vucevic against Johnson. On the wing, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Driving inside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Outside White. Outside Craig. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Greg's got 9 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games. And they've made that adjustment since the break.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give them a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And so it's Chicago earning this break in the action, up 10. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be right back with you shortly. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. And it's Paul in at the point. Here's Giddey. Sinks that one from the post. And the Bulls lead by 12.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Paul taking his time here. Outside for Wembanyama. It's deflected. And now the Bulls in transition. Ooh, quick transition play by Levine.
Ooh, boy, that's some great speed. Athletically, Levine is just a step above most people.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Back to Ball. Vassell with the rebound. Spurs trail by 14. The 3 from Barnes. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Levine. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Paul passes to Vassell. No good from outside. Bulls leading by 11. It's Giddey on the wing. He's guarded by Vassell. And it's Giddey missing. San Antonio has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Paul passes to Vassell. The kick out to Paul. Shoots over Ball. Paul finds Wembanyama. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. Now here's Wembanyama. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Levine against Barnes. Here's Giddey. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Pass to Paul. Here's Vassell. The three-pointer off the mark. Chicago's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And Paul throws it down.
There is no doubt that Ball brings his blanket to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Wembanyama's got 5 points in the quarter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Outside Levine. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Sohan outside. Paul with it. There's the triple. Chicago with a rebound. They've led by as many as 14. Smith outside. Over Wembanyama. Smith no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Pass to Sohan. A little mid-range shot is up. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Bulls.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Zach LaVine.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's Giddey. The kick out to Ball. Three-pointer. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Devin Vassell for 3.
Fires from way outside. So the Bulls win it. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really
think in this one? What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson, Okongwu. Outside, the wings are Bogdanovich and Hunter. And it's Young in at the 1. Outside, Levine. Lets the 3 fly. Atlanta with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
Shot on the wing. Ball with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. To the middle. The kick out to Young. It's good from long range. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Good up-tempo play there from Young, firing that shot off before the D could react.
Bogdanovich against Giddey. The kick out to Ball. Williams has a screen for Ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Good decision in the pick and roll as Ball comes off, makes the read, but calls his own number.
Johnson with a screen on Ball. Good on the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's Giddey. Johnson with the rebound.
Look, everyone wants to be part of a highlight play, but when you miss on completing it, it's pretty embarrassing, just like we saw there.
Here's Okongwu. Here's Young. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And there's some agility as Trae Young maneuvers to the shot he wants.
Ball from long range. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Hawks leading by 5. Young outside. Pass to Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Okongwu with a screen on Giddey. They get it back. Kicks it out to Johnson. And stolen by Williams. Smith the pass to Levine. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Good job by Levine fighting for that position.
Young outside. Shoots. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
So it's the Hawks now. It's a three-point game. Hunter on the wing. Buries it from three-point range.
And the defense better start respecting DeAndre Hunter from that kind of range.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Basket good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Back to Young. That will count. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hawks lead by... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Levine and Williams up in the forward position. Lonzo Ball out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Smith in at the center. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Okongwu slams it in.
Bogdanovich can score, but where he gets real dangerous is when he becomes a playmaker like that.
Here's Ball. Rebound by the Hawks. Young outside. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Atlanta on D. They lead by 4. Levine with it. 7 points in the game. Inside, Smith. Okongwu grabs the board.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Now Okongwu. Basket counts. And now a 6-point Hawks lead. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Ball, the pass to Levine. From downtown, and the 3-ball is good. Levine's got 10.
And there's the competitive fire of Levine, getting the 3 points back for them as quick as he can.
Young looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Driving to the basket. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Defenders just too worried about Trae pulling up on the shot, so he took advantage and just flew by him.
Williams finds Ball. For the three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Ball dishes to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Always playing heads up as Lonzo tries to find the open teammate.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. 4-point game. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. For Chicago, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. And Giddey gets it to go.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
Now, here is Young. 16 points for him. To the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Bulls ball.
.27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Smith outside. Outside Williams. Deflects the pass. Giddey against Johnson. Giddey kicks to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Bogdanovich. And it is good! The buzzer! Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Larry Nance out there with Risa Shea. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Daniels. And it's Matthews in at the shooting guard position. The Hawks leading. Going inside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort is not there.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point.
Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Nance outside. Matthews sets a screen for Nance. Rebounded by Vucevic. Bulls trail by 3. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Daniels, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Wide open look here for Craig. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Craig's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago. Capella sets a screen for Matthews. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
And here's Daniels. Look looking to end the run. Back to Capella. Rebounded by Vucevic.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
That shot wide open. Now it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Lock at 6. Matthews. Daniels inside the line. Misses the jumper.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
The other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Nance a screen on White. Here's Daniels. That shot off. Chicago leading by 9. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
The Hawks trail by 9. They could use a bucket. Out to Nance. There's the triple. The rebound by Dosunmu.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Vucevic. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Craig, good. Craig's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Chicago.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
And they're on the break. Here's Craig. That's tipped. And so the ball's out of bounds. Craig judged it last. Atlanta with the ball. Down by 12. Matthews with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Nance. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Nance has got his first 2 points of the night.
And finally, with some offense, he stops a 17-0 run by Chicago.
And it's White missing. Daniel from outside. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
And we need you to make some noise.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Josh Giddey is out there with ball. And it's Smith in at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
I'd like to see that from Trey, directing traffic, getting a good result there on the pick and roll.
Ball, the pass to Levine. Here's the 3. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. The Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Okongwu. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
And he gets the bucket.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
The Hawks shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Young drives in. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And you can see why this team depends on Young for a big chunk of their offensive production. This guy is a pure scorer.
In the corner, it's Levine. Launches a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Bulls lead by 8.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Chicago's got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Ball kicks to Levine. From the wing. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. Hunter on the wing. The Hawks working the ball around. And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Right side, Ball. Nice move. And Ball slams it in.
Lonzo Ball can be so elite playing in the transition game.
Okongwu with a screen on Ball. Atlanta again missing. Bulls leading by 10. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Levine inside the three-point line. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Bogdanovich. From past the arc. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Levine's shot is off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot vary anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Hunter against Levine. To the wing right side. Here's Ball. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Chicago.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Zach Levine.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Another miss by Young. Here's Giddey. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and Dave.